everyone. I'm Stacy Dawn with the Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm really grateful to be welcoming Beto O'Rourke here in Clear Lake tonight. As you can see, he brought the rain.
It's a little wet out there.
It's a little wet out there, so we're really happy to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So as Iowans, we're really grateful to have the opportunity to kind of cast the first vote in this nomination process, and that gives us really unprecedented access to candidates such as yourself. So we're really grateful and we're honored, and we take that responsibility seriously. So what do you think of all this? What do you think of Clear Lake? I know you just rolled into town.
We literally just got here, and as we arrived, the rain just dumped out of the sky onto all of us.
Yes.
as we got out of the vehicle that we came in. And you were just telling me that at the end of this block, if we were to keep going forward, we would actually see Clear Lake.
You would.
Except our heads were down because it's so much rain falling on us right now. So I cannot wait to see that. I've seen pictures of it, read about Clear Lake. Really excited about some of what's going on here. You mentioned there are two software companies that are headquartered here, including one that does artificial intelligence connected to the financial industry, which I think is fascinating that it's headquartered here. So interested in learning about economic life in Clear Lake, as we've learned about so many of the other communities and counties that we visited across Iowa so far. So I'm here to listen and learn from you, and then also to ride some of the rides at the carnival, try the candy apples, dry off a little bit at some point, eat some fried food. So I'm excited.
Well, we'll keep this really short because I know that fireball out there is calling your name.
Yes, absolutely.
So, you've been traveling to many different Iowa cities, Iowa towns. What are you finding that Iowans are most interested in?
What really impresses me is that when folks from Iowa raise a challenge, they're also very often raising the solution to the challenge. So when I'm listening to farmers, for example, talking about farm incomes that have been in decline for many years, farms that are underwater in debt in many cases, and then also, depending on where you live in the state, may be dealing with the effects of climate change. Farmers want to be in the driver's seat on the solution. So some of the things I've heard from listening to them are, for example, being able to be paid for environmental services that they want to provide, planting cover crops, rotating more crops over the course of the year, pulling more carbon out of the air, precision till and no-till farming, regenerative grazing and agricultural practices. These are all things I've learned from listening to farmers. So it wasn't just folks coming up and saying, hey, we've got it really hard right now, what are you going to do? But we're facing some challenges right now, and here's some solutions that we want to bring to the table, as well as helping me understand trade policy from an Iowan's perspective. These trade wars that we're in right now, making it very hard for farmers to get what they raise and grow into markets that they've built overseas. So that's just one example on one really important issue, but you name it, folks are stepping forward and stepping up to lead and provide guidance for us and others who are campaigning across the state. And I'm really impressed by that.
And I think you will find that about Iowans, is that we definitely have a work ethic that is maybe unparalleled in my own biased opinion, but we don't just complain about the problems, we really do want to solve the problems. So, here we are, we're standing in the Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce. The chamber obviously advocates for businesses in the community, and most of those businesses would be categorized as small businesses. So I thought I'd just provide you the opportunity to share a little bit about what your plan is for making sure that we have a thriving economy so those small businesses can succeed, thrive, grow, that kind of thing.
So 20 years ago in my hometown of El Paso, Texas, with some good friends, I started a small business and learned that access to capital, having the money necessary to hire those employees and invest in the equipment that you need to make that business a success is fundamental to any kind of opportunity. Being able to network and meet those who might buy your services or your products, which I was able to do through our local Greater Chamber of Commerce and our local Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, was very important. And then the ability to reward risk, those who are willing to put their names and their savings and their life on the line to make sure that they can deliver more opportunity for more people. We want to reward that. So in our administration, access to capital is going to be a top priority. Doubling the amount that community-based lending institutions can get out to small businesses, making sure that part of that is targeted towards women-owned businesses to make sure that we're seeing equal opportunity across the board, and then a significant investment in grants to states, block grants to states, so that they can make loans out. They're going to understand the makeup of their entrepreneurs much better than we will at the federal level. And then lastly, really changing how we buy at the federal level. So moving tens of billions of dollars away from big corporations to small businesses, including small businesses right here in this community, making sure that we're making that federal taxpayer dollar stretch even further by making it reinvest in communities just like this one. So those are some ideas based on my experience as a small business owner that we'd like to employ in our administration.
Okay, great. Well, I mean, you already have your wristband on.
I'm ready
You're
to ride
already
the rides.
wet.
Yeah.
I know that your family is waiting for you, so I won't keep you any longer, but thank you.
Stacy, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Beto will be here with his family riding rides, and I just hope everyone has a really happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July. So we'll see ya.
Happy 4th of July. Adios.